about that shooting? Do you like play?
I haven't talked to Terry and Mark about Ike at all. Possibility of him playing or not. I know he went through shoot around this morning. I know he's out there working right now, but I really don't think he's going to play tonight. I think if he can go through another practice tomorrow, feeling pretty good, we'll try to set our sights on Saturday. But right now, I don't think it'll happen.
Keep your eye out for
Yeah, we'll start Marcus tonight at 2 with the other 4 regular guys and see how he does. Seems like everybody wants to talk to him. He needs a bunch of tickets in there and all that good stuff. So, I expected him to play a little bit better than what he played the other night. I thought he played pretty good against Orlando. He had 1 good game, then 2 bad games, and he came back the other night, played pretty well. And hopefully, this is what we're talking about. Trying to follow up a good game with another good game or a better game. So, that's the goal tonight for him. Again, is try to get on that consistent basis of being right around those numbers that he had the last couple of days.
What's his ceiling? What's his potential? How good could he be?
He could be very good. He could be. I look at a small forward in Dallas, Josh Howard. I think kind of look at Julian in that mold. Very athletic, put the ball on the floor. Howard shoots the ball a lot better, but he didn't shoot that well coming out of college. Very good rebounder on both ends, good defender. I mean, Julian has all the capabilities of being just as good, if not better. It's just up to him to just continue to just learn what he has to do every single day. And again, consistency is probably the biggest key.
Going into his 3rd year, this is when it's expected that you kind of come out and really put on a pretty good show as an NBA player.
Well, everybody's a little different. Chris Paul was able to do it right away. So I wouldn't say that's the norm. Is that the 3rd year you expect it. But I think when you have a guy that's been here for a few years and you see he has the potential, you expect his 3rd, 4th year where he's going to start to really get it. And I think Julian's put in that category.
What's his attitude been like when he hasn't been playing? Has it been? He was always upbeat at KU.
Same way. Same way. I mean, Julian doesn't really change when he's playing or not. He comes into the gym early, still works on his shot, works on the same things that he has to do. He's always had a great upbeat attitude. That hasn't changed. I don't think that ever changed, no matter what the circumstances are.
Do you think Julian is someone? I know with coaches, trust when you have the players on the court is a big thing. Is that someone that you feel like you have a lot of trust in when he's out there?
Well, we're still working on that. He still has to prove to me that he's capable of being the type of guy that I can trust every single night. Right now, like I tell him all the time, I got more confidence in him than he does in himself. That has to be reversed, But we're still working on that. I trust that he's going to be a great player in this league. I'm just hoping that this year he comes along a lot farther than he has in the last 2 seasons, and he starts to get it. But I have a lot of faith in him.
Either before you drafted him or since then, have you ever talked to Coach Self about Julian? Just to learn a little bit more about him, maybe how he handled him.
No, I talked to him after we drafted him in Orlando at the pre-draft camp. So didn't get a chance to talk to him. We didn't get a chance to work Julian out when he was coming out. He had a bad ankle at the time, so we just took him on what we saw him kind of achieve at Kansas and the way he played. And again, we knew that spot, athleticism, is something that this league is kind of going towards now. He's a guy that fits our mold.
Do you feel like Darren's progressing at a rate that you're comfortable with? Is he on track to be?
Collison?
Yeah.
Very much so. He's doing a heck of a job. Young kid that learns extremely fast, picks up stuff extremely quick. He's got a good motor on him for a point guard. He can go all day. So he's done well in the games that he's played. It seems like every day he gets a little bit more comfortable in the offense of what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to do. So we're comfortable with it.
It seems like both of your rookies are coming along at a fast pace and kind of developing a good situation with you. Do you feel like that's the case, that they're coachable in that sense?
Well, both of them are very coachable, and they are coming along a lot faster than I thought they would at this particular time. But again, both of them are very intelligent about the game, and they both want to learn. So we haven't had 2 rookies or even a rookie like this come along as fast as these 2 guys have since Chris Paul. So that's a good sign.
Is it frustrating not having Oak out there in terms of trying to work with Chris?
It's not frustrating because again, this is a long season, and preseason, a lot of people don't put a lot of stock into it, but when you have 6 new guys, you would like to get them all out there and get them to working together. So in that sense of the word, yeah, it's a little frustrating, but for the most part, we know this is going to be the best thing in the long run because we need him around, in April and May as well. So we took a lot of precautionary steps to make sure that he would be healthy and maybe play a game or 2 in the preseason. I think we're still on line to do that. So very intelligent young man. So I think he'll be able to pick up stuff pretty quick.
He's putting a lot of stock into drafting guys, bringing guys in that were from winning college basketball programs, like Chris Paul, obviously at Wake Forest, Julian at Kansas, or before Connecticut. Is that something that you guys have really looked into? And your team, you have a good makeup of guys that were winners in college and winning programs. Is that something that you value or adds a lot of value to you?
We look at guys that can play. I don't care where they come from. And most of the time you find guys that can really play, they normally win. So I don't give a whole lot of stock into looking at guys at UCLA or Wake or North Carolina A&M schools. I look at guys that can just flat out play.
The changes you made to the roster, do you feel like your pace is going to change all this season, faster, slower? Do you think you're going to
we want it faster.
Yeah.
We want it faster. Something we've talked about the last year or so. And we're taking steps, obviously, in practice to try to make that pace a little bit more up-tempo. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll see how it works out.
Has Peja been receptive to the kind of adjustment he's made in terms of mention?
Peja's been good. Peja's a true pro. He's been in this league a long time. And a lot of times when you get to this stage of your career, coming off the bench, you can prolong your career a little bit longer. So he understands the situation. He understands that we can probably best use him coming off the bench right now, and it gives a young guy like Julian a chance to really blossom. So it wasn't a problem at all with Peja. Yeah, I mean we're still talking about that. Bringing him in tomorrow when we practice, and we had talked about last week. The timetable was for him to play Saturday. So right now the timetable is still on course, and unless something crazy happens tomorrow, then that's what we're kind of expecting. All right.